2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hello and welcome to lesson 2 of this project, Brain Drain for Design. Again, these are lessons for both myself and Mr. von Rijn. These will be available on Magister. You can look at them and you can check back at them if you didn't understand something. Mr. von Rijn and myself will also be available via Skype. If you've got any questions, or just email us, let us know how you're getting on. So if you can remember last lesson, we looked at making a website, and we also took a look at what makes a good website, and hopefully you've answered a few questions, you've taken a look at some of the websites that I recommended, and you came up with a list of stuff that you liked and some stuff that you thought you could improve. Now what we're going to do for this lesson is going to be slightly shorter, but we're going to look at what kind of subject do you want for this lesson. What are you going to choose to make your website about? So I'm going to ask you as a task to think of a few subjects you know a lot about and you'd like to tell others about. But don't just think of one straight away for yourself. Maybe ask some other people what they think you should tell them about, or stuff that they think you might be able to be good at telling other people about. So you might have a few different talents that you want to share. And we're going to choose a subject today. So how are we going to do that? What I'd like you to do, and this you can do in your document, which hopefully you set up at the end of last lesson, is to think of 2 topics you know quite a lot about, 2 topics you love, and 2 topics that might interest others. Now, why do I want you to come up with lots of different topics or subjects that you think about? You might just get inspired, just brainstorming, thinking of the stuff that you know that you're an expert in, or you might want to choose something that you might want to know more about. So this could be a good opportunity for you to say, right, I love making brownies, and so I'm going to make a website and I want to learn more about making brownies myself. Doesn't really matter. You can also choose something that you're already talented in and already an expert in. So which subject we chose, you can once you've written down all those things, you can say which subject you chose. But what I'd also like you to do is write down why you think it's important for other people to know about this subject. So say you've written out about your local football club. Maybe your local football club doesn't have enough members, or maybe it's not attracting enough people, or people think that they can only join the club if they're really good at football. So you might want to choose one of those things. Also, what do you want to achieve with your website? Do you want to just tell people about the subject? Or, like my previous example, do you want to attract people to your club or something? Also, who do you think will be interested? Are you going to make this for people who are younger than you? Are you going to make it for people just like you who also like the subject? Try and think of that as well. Okay, so as I promised, it's going to be a slightly shorter lesson today, but you still have some stuff to do. So when we finish this lesson, what you can do in your document is write down all these things we discussed today. If this information here, you can also find back on Magister, and you'll have a chance to answer any questions you have to myself or Mr. von Rijn when you need that. So again, if you want to find out more about these lessons, get informed when a new video gets uploaded, like and subscribe. That's kind of the end of the lesson right now. So if you've got any questions, don't forget both Mr. von Rijn and myself are available. Check out the links in Magister to Skype, and we'll try and get back to you as soon as you can. Don't forget, stay healthy, and we'll see you next lesson.